Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to our online YouTube live stream. This is Scarlett. I'm from China Sunny Group. Our company is well known for its innovative and efficient solutions in the recycling industry, helping business worldwide recover valuable materials from end-of-life scraps like solar panels, lithium battery, and paper plastic composite material like Tetra Pak, paper cups, and some aluminum plastic composite material like ACP or medical blister and UVs, etc. Today we are in the factory of one of our customer sets in Jiangsu province in the eastern part of China. Today I'm excited to take you on an exclusive tour of our Tetra Pak recycling facility in China, where advanced technology meets environmental responsibility. And you will see how our high-capacity Tetra Pak recycling machine combined with fully operation and works in real action, and how package can truly become a valuable resource. Actually, this Jiangsu customer has done an incredible job setting up this facility. It's a great example of how companies like them can truly adopt circular economic practices with real industrial impact. This entire line is automatic, energy efficient, and is designed with low maintenance, ensuring long-term and cost-effective operations. Okay, now let's dive into the world of sustainable recycling. Right from the beginning of the line. Okay, now here you can see this is the first machine of our line. It's a hydraulic cutting machine. Why we use this machine? Because some of the raw material we collect from its industrial waste from the manufacturers. It's in big rolls. Like over here, we can see the raw material is in rolls. For this type of rolls, you cannot shred directly because it's very big. So we need to use the hydraulic shear to cut the paper roll into half. In this way, it will be easier for the following shredding process. Now, let's take a look at the material. This material are after cutting. It's a hydraulic system, so you load the paper roll here under the cutter, and then you can see this is an oil tank. The hydraulic cutter will cut the paper roll into half. And then we have an overhead crane to move all the material to the double shaft shredder for shredding. Later, we will show you how this machine works. Please stay with us. If you have any question during the lab demonstration, please don't forget to leave the message in the live chat. We will check and reply you throughout the live stream. 我们来这边吧。This facility is running our 2 tons per hour Tetra Pak recycling line, but the actual production capacity actually can reach 3 tons per hour, no problem. It's specially designed for handling multi-layer packaging waste, like juice boxes, milk cartons, and other composite beverage cartons. If you have any question about the process or technology, please feel free to drop them in the live chat. I will be answering them for you immediately. After this material movement, we will show you another paper roll. 一会儿能不能试一卷，切割一下，然后对，正在直播，一会儿把这个标走就。After we move this material to the double shaft shredder area, then we will use this paper roll, to show you how the machine works. This tap, and then we have an overhead crane to move the paper roll to the hydraulic. Please don't forget to give us a like and share and subscribe our channel in the future for more lab demonstration. From time to time, we have some YouTube live streaming to show our different machine online test running. For example, days ago, we had another live demonstration to show you our solar panel recycling line. Today, we are in the Jiangsu customer set to show you the real factory operation conditions. After cutting, this is the cardboard core. The core of the paper roll is very thick. So we remove the cardboard core out, and the Tetra Pak film will go to the double shaft shredder for shredding. This cardboard core, they will just sell directly to the downstream buyers. They collect this and then reuse it in the paper mill directly. If you don't have such an overhead crane, you can just use forklift. Forklift also works. Here's another half of the row. This machine, the cutting width is around 2.5 meter. It means as long as your paper roll is within 2.5 meter, then you can use this machine to cut it into half. We have to remove the other half to the double shaft shredding area for shredding. If you have any question about the processing and the technology during the live streaming, please don't forget to leave a message to the live chat. We will answer during the live stream. Of course, if your raw material is not like this, such big size, if it's only small size Tetra Paks, you don't need this machine. This material, because it's in big roll, we have to cut. First step, cut it into half. Second step, use the double shaft shredder for shredding. During shredding, as you can see, we are using automatic feeding loader with hydraulic grab arm. You can also call it a grapple, hydraulic grapple loader. Hi, thanks for the message. Good morning, Sean. Thank you. If you have any question about the machine, about the process or technology, please feel free to drop your message in the live chat. We are using a grapple right now to load the material into the double shaft shredder for shredding.是不是断网了 ？YouTube 是不是断网？我的热点怎么断了一下？
没有，现在还在这儿。
Okay. If there is any problem about the sound or about the picture, please remember to remind us in the live chat. Thank you. The grapple is loading the material into the heavy-duty double shaft shredder for shredding. This shredder can shred the material into smaller pieces, around 15 centimeter long and 5 meter wide. Because of the space limitation, this customer didn't combine the double shaft shredder with the paper plastic separation. So after shredding the material, we use a horizontal baler to make it into bale, and then use a forklift to move the material into the feeding position of the paper plastic separation. Okay, now let's see the hydraulic cutting system. We use the overhead crane to lift the paper roll to the cutter. This hydraulic cutter is not only can be used in this system. If you have the aluminum plastic composite film before recycling, before shredding, we also recommend you use the hydraulic shear to cut the paper roll into half. Okay, now we move the roll into the cutting area. This material are directly from the Tetra Pak Tetra Pak factories. Production waste, defective material. So you load the material here and fix it in the middle position, and then remove the strap. Here is the control button, or worker press start, and then the cutter will automatically cut the paper roll into half. It's hydraulic, there will be a sound. Hydraulic pressing and cutting. As you can see, it's very powerful. And then we remove the cardboard middle core, remove it. This cardboard core will be waiting for transport to the downstream buyers. And then this material will be moved to the double shaft shredder for shredding. Here's the cardboard. Okay, now let's go to the double shaft shredder again. The grapple, later we remove all the material here waiting for shredding. And this grapple will grab all the material gradually feed into the double shaft shredder for shredding. Normally, it depends on your raw material conditions. If your raw material is some, waste material, waste Tetra Pak, after shredding, we will use magnetic separation to separate the air material inside. If your material is only industrial waste, it's very clean, then you can also just after shredding goes to the baler directly. Now let's see the shred. This is a horizontal baler. After shredding, through a discharged belt conveyor, the material falls down directly to the horizontal baler. This baler is the semi-automatic. So as you can see, we have an operator here to thread the strapping rope. This is PP rope used for some light material baling, like the cardboard or paper or Tetra Pak waste. Material fall down to the hydraulic baler, and then it's hydraulic. There is a pressing plate to press all the material all the way here, and then finally we got a bale around 1.5 meter long. And then as you can see here, we have forklift to remove the cardboard, remove the Tetra Pak bale to the material feeding area. Here, as you see, this material after shredding. After shredding, materials are shredded into around 15 centimeter long and 5 meter wide small pieces. It's easier for the following paper plastic separation process. If you have any question during this process, please don't forget to drop your message in the live chat. You can see the pressing plate is working right now to push all the material to one side of the machine and then discharge. We also have fully automatic horizontal cardboard baler. If you want to save much more labor, and we have automatic threading system and automatic baling. The whole process will be automatic. This is a semi-automatic machine. You need to manually thread the rope and manually discharge. This material after shredding. And then the forklift will move the bale to the paper plastic separation area. Okay, now let's go to see the main part of the system, the paper plastic separation part. As you can see here, we have a lot of paper pulp finished production and waiting for delivery. We have the downstream buyers. They will come here to load it into the truck and then move it away. Let's see the details of the cardboard quality. You can see it's very clean. You obviously cannot see any impurities. There's no plastic remaining. It's high purity. Back of us, as you can see, this is the plant, paper plastic separation plant. The overall capacity is around 2.5 tons per hour, but the actual production capacity can reach 3 tons per hour, more than 3 tons per hour, no problem. Thank you everyone for joining us on this live stream. As here you can see, there are some other materials waiting to be recycled. These are the trimming material. It's already smaller, so this type of material, you don't need to do the shredding. You can feed it directly to the paper and the plastic separation area. These are the trimming material, trimming of the Tetra Pak. Here is the raw material loading area. As you can see, there is another grapple. There's another grapple to load the material into the system. Here we have a buffer silo, a material temporarily for material storage, a buffer silo. It's used for saving labor. If you don't use this, you always need one labor to gradually feed the material little by little, but we designed this buffer silo for our customer for saving labor. So you just use the grapple to load all the material into the buffer silo, and then as you can see here, it will automatically feed the material little by little evenly. This buffer feeding hopper is designed to temporarily store and steadily feed the bulk materials into the separation equipment. It helps maintain a continuous production flow and reduce the impact of material fluctuation. There are several key features. First of all, it acts as an intermediate storage between the material loading and the processing. Secondly, it ensures stable and controlled feeding rate. Thirdly, it's suitable for shredded material such as Tetra Pak, aluminum plastic film, plastic flakes, or paper scraps. Lastly, it can be equipped with screw conveyors or chain conveyors, belt conveyors, or vibration feeders for automated discharge. You can also call it as buffer bin, feeding silo, or storage hopper with conveyor. Okay, after this, as you can see, we have a discharge belt conveyor to convey all the material into the paper plastic separator. This machine is our main machine. Our patented product is called the paper plastic separator. This machine can automatically remove the paper pulp from the fiber or from the plastic film. Let's go to the other direction. This machine is designed to handle the multi-layer packaging materials. It's suitable for handle the unique characteristics of Tetra Pak materials. We have water at a flow rate of around 250 cubic meter water is injected into the machine. It's in circular running. So as you can see, there is a big motor. There is a big motor over there. The motor will drive the main shaft to rotate, and there are a lot of blades on the main shaft. So during the operation, main shaft will keep rotation, and the blades will grab the material and grind the paper fiber into pulp and fall down. The paper pulp will fall down to the collection tank. And for the plastic film, aluminum plastic film will go to the next stage for discharging. This is the discharging belt conveyor for the aluminum plastic film. The paper pulp will go through the pipeline, will go through this pulp storage tank. This is a pulp storage tank. You can show the details. Inside is the paper pulp. So this is the first step, paper and plastic separation. After this step, we have the pulp and waste separation process, which is the slag and pulp separator. The slag and pulp separator is specially used to extract the plastic filaments and remove the impurities. Over here you can see 1 and 2. This is called the pulp and slag separation. Because after the first stage separation, there might be still some small quantity plastic mixed into the paper pulp. So we use the slag separator to remove the impurities. Also, here as you can see, this one we call it a high pressure screen. The high pressure screen also plays a key role in fine separation. This unit handles the smaller plastic particles that remain in the pulp. It works under pressure, forcing the pulp through fine slots and letting the clean fibers pass through while rejecting plastic residues. This ensures the higher purity pulp output with minimal fiber loss and supports continuous and automatic operation. After the high pressure screen, through the pipeline over there, as you can see, the pulp then goes through the dehydration process. On the top of the system, as you can see, we have an inclined screen. This inclined screen is for first step dehydration. Let's go to the other side to see the machine in details. This factory has been running for years. You see right now they are still in full operation, and this is the control panel. We have the control system. This is the design room to control the power cabinet. We can design the control panel based on your requirements, whether it can be button control or PLC touchscreen control, depends on your requirements. After the paper slag separation here, and the paper pulp will be pumped into the dehydration system to remove the water. That is an inclined screen. The first step, removal, the water removal. The inclined screen is especially used in some bigger capacity line, the production capacity is big. As you can see, we use the screen to control the pulp. Pulp remain on the top and the water fall through the screen and fall down. Here is a water tank. All the water in the system through different water pump will go to the water tank for circular use. After the inclined screen, we have a rotary screen for second step dehydration. That is a rotary screen. Rotary screen for second step dehydration. So in this line, we have double stage dehydration process. The rotary screen is a universal screening machine. It's simple to operate and maintain. It works by rotating the drum screen, lifting the material to a certain height, and allowing it to fall under the force of gravity. This rotary drum uses high-strength nylon mesh with customizable screen hole size, depending on the process requirements. Here you are seeing the aluminum plastic film, the polyol film. After the paper plastic separator, the polyol film will be discharged. Here we can see several belt conveyor will move the material to a horizontal baler for baling. After making it into a big bale, and then we can use a truck to move to transport this material to the downstream buyers. There are several functions of this aluminum plastic film. First of all, you can use it as a pelletizing process. Use some pelletizing to make it into plastic pellets, and it can be used for making all kinds of plastic products. Secondly, this material can be used for pyrolysis process. During pyrolysis process, the plastic will be turned into oil, and the remaining aluminum can be reused in aluminum industry. And lastly, you can also, you can also transport this material to the for burning it, turn it into energy. Here you can see we have another horizontal baler. The output of plastic film will go to the horizontal baler for baling to further extract the water content. This is also a semi-automatic one. We normally use the semi-automatic horizontal baler. The semi-automatic baler, there is one simple method to check whether it's semi-automatic or full automatic. For semi-automatic one, there is a front door. It helps to further press the material. For fully automatic one, there is no front door, so the bale will come out one by one automatically. For this semi-automatic one, as you can see, after each bale, you have to use one lever here to manually thread the paper rope, this side and that side. After pressing enough material, the rope will go to the other direction, and we use one lever to thread the rope. This is plastic film. And over there, you can see the paper pulp. After the dehydration process, it will go to the last step. It's the pulp recovery with the paper pulp filter press. This is our paper pulp filter press equipment. It is used to further extract the water inside the paper pulp. After the rotary dehydrator, the paper pulp will fall onto the polyester belt and go through different stages of pressing rollers to remove the water and form compressed paper sheets. The paper sheets can be directly reused in the paper mill for paper making industry, for making some paper or cardboard. The fiber, as you know, the paper pulp inside the Tetra Pak are very high quality. it's very long fiber. So it can be directly used in a lot of paper industry. Now let's see the paper filter. This is the paper filtration press and filter equipment. As you can see, here is the motor and the reducer. The motor and the reducer drives the polyester belt. The main shaft, the motor drives the main shaft to rotate and moving the polyester belt. The pulp is pumped onto the polyester belt, where it's evenly spread and pressed between two layers of the belt. After filter press, the paper pulp will go to another horizontal baler for baling. As you can see now, we are discharging one bale and transport to the downstream buyers. They sell the paper pulp directly to paper mills. We also have several customers. They have paper mills inside their factory. In this way, you don't need to do the dehydration and the filter press equipment. You can use water pump to pump the paper pulp into your paper mills directly. Combine the PP roll and later we will discharge one aluminum plastic composite film into a bale. If you have any question about this process or about the technology, please don't forget to drop your question to the left chat. You see one operator here is required. They move to the other side of the machine and manually this part after separation, the Tetra Pak with remaining polyol film, aluminum plastic composite film. These bales are from today's production. Aluminum plastic composite film. You cannot see any paper fiber remaining in the film. So the fiber loss can be controlled below 1%. Fiber loss rate can be controlled within 1%. Later, you will see a truck come here to remove the aluminum plastic film to the downstream buyers. They will further treat the material, making it into plastic pellets. If you have any question for the process or the technology, please feel free to drop your message. Also, thank you for joining us today on this lab. We use the overhead crane to move this paper roll to the hydraulic cutting system to cut it into half. This is the cutter. So as long as your material roll total height is below here and the total length is below 2.5 meters, you can use the machine. Here is the control cabinet. High DC. What's the blade made of? It depends on the material, you know. It's kind of alloy steel. It's used hydraulic oil. Emergency stop, starting, move up and down. Very easy to operate, easy to maintain. High, yeah, steel material, alloy steel. Please don't forget to leave us your email address. Contact us by email or WhatsApp. We will send you specific, the more detailed technical information about this machine, about the shredder, and about the horizontal baler and the paper plastic separation equipment. Okay? Let's see the material after cutting. After cutting, all the raw material after cutting will move to this area, and we use another grapple to load the material into the heavy-duty double shaft shredder for shredding. This is the shredder. I got another question. What PSI does it go up to cut a roll? It depends. For this technical information, you can send us email, and our salesperson will reply you with a detailed specification sheet, okay? Use this grapple to load the material into the double shaft shredder. Our factory, we not only produce the Tetra Pak recycling equipment, we also produce different recycling projects like solar panel recycling machine, lithium battery recycling machine, e-waste recycling machine, and all kinds of some single equipment like different type of shredder, crusher, and separation equipment. For shredder, depends on the raw material you need to process. We have a double shaft shredder, single shaft shredder, and some continuous running horizontal plastic crusher. And this is double shaft shredder, but the shredding blade is specially customized for this Tetra Pak waste. If the material you need to shred is metal or other type of material, we also have similar equipment, but with a special design. So you can leave us a message, tell us what kind of material you want to handle, and then we will give you a proper suggestion and a proper solution, okay? This shredder will shred the material into around 15 centimeter long and 5 centimeter wide. It's easier, it's the ideal size for further separation. As you can see, on the discharge belt conveyor, there is a simple magnetic separator. It's a simple magnetic iron to remove the inside iron material. Let's see the material after shredding. After shredding, the material will be shredded into 15 centimeter long and 5 centimeter wide. Because of the space limit, so normally if you have enough factory space, after the shredder, the belt conveyor will go to the horizontal paper plastic separation directly. So it will be a fully automatic process. Because this customer, they have very limited space, so they need to, after shredding, use a hydraulic baler to make it into a paper bale, and then use a forklift to remove the material into the paper plastic separation area. This is the PP rope. It's used for the horizontal baler. It's very strong PP material. So here you also need one labor to operate the baler. Another 1 to 2 operators for pre-cutting and feeding of the material to the double shaft shredder. So here there will be another 3 operators. But if you have enough factory space, after the shredder goes to the paper plastic separator, then you will save at least 1 to 2 labor. So all in all, it depends on your requirements. Hi, DC. Where are the teenage mutant? Sorry, I didn't get you. Let me search. Teenage. Which country are you from? What does it mean? Teenage mutant. Ninja. Are you from India? Turtles. Oh my god. Kill me. I don't know. 青少年忍者神龟. Why you are so humorous? Are you, which country are you from? Please. You are so humorous. If you have any question about our machine or process, please feel free to drop your question here. Okay. Now it's almost lunchtime. All our workers go for lunch, for break. So as you can see, all the machines are stopped. Thank you everyone thank you so much for joining us today on this lab tour. I hope you enjoyed this behind the screen look at how Tetra Pak waste is transformed into valuable resource materials. If you are interested in this Tetra Pak recycling machine or some other equipment we manufacture, please feel free to leave us a message, to contact us by email or WhatsApp number. You will find us our contact information under the description of this lab demonstration. We are looking forward to see you next time, okay? Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye. Please don't forget to subscribe us and give us like and share. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.